Good day, I'm Dela Cruz from BSE 3B Mathematics. So for this video, I'm here to show you who is Leonard Euler, what is Euler's theorem, and how to use it. So before we start, who is Leonard Euler? Leonard Euler was a Swiss mathematician, physicist, astronomer, geographer, logician, and engineer, who founded the studies of graph theory and topology, and made pioneering and influential discoveries in many other branches of mathematics, such as analytic number theory, complex analysis, and infinitesimal calculus. He introduced much of modern mathematical terminology and notation, including the notion of mathematical function. He also known for his work in mechanics, fluid dynamics, optics, astronomy, and music theory. So before we proceed to our lesson, we need to know first the 4 rules of Euler's theorem. Rule number 1, 4 minus 1, where p is a prime. Rule number 2, p raised to n minus p raised to n minus 1, where n is a prime power. Rule number 3, quotient m times the quotient n. And lastly, rule number 4, n times the quantity of 1 minus 1 over p sub 1 times the quantity of 1 minus 1 over p sub 2 until the quantity of 1 minus 1 over p sub k. Here are some examples of Euler's theorem. Equation number 1, 2 raised to 193 congruent modulo 13. 13 is a prime number, so that we use rule number 1. So 13 minus 1 is equal to 12. So now it will be the quantity of 2 raised to 12. So 193 divided by 12 is equal to 16. So the quantity of 2 raised to 12 raised to 16 times 2 raised to 1. So the value of the quantity of 2 raised to 12 is 1. So 1 raised to 16 times 2 modulo 13. So 2 divided by 13 is equal to 2 modulo 13. Equation number 2, 4 raised to 99 the congruent modulo 35. 35 has a GCD of 7 and 5, so we subtracted it by 1. So we use now rule number 3. So the value of quotient m is 7 and the quotient n is 5. So 7 minus 1 is 6 and 5 minus 1 is 4. So 6 times 4 is equal to 24. So now the exponent is the quantity of 4 raised to 24. So 99 divided by 24 is equal to 4. So the quantity of 4 raised to 24 raised to 4 times 4 raised to 1. So the value of the quantity of 4 raised to 24 is 1. So 1 raised to 4 times 4 modulo 35. So 4 divided by 35 is equal to 4 modulo 35. So I hope you have learned something on our lesson. Thank you and God bless.